Welcome to our channel here, and we are unboxing the Monster High Biology class with Lagoona. And we are here to show you guys this cute unboxing set. And if you have any parents or guardians to help, please have them help you out with scissors here because it is very sharp. And I actually have to use these scissors to get through the box here because it is very much needed here. But as you can see, we're unboxing the video, and this is a speed build. So if you guys have never seen a Lego speed build, this is quite sped up for the YouTube consumption here. So as you can see, I'm taking Lagoona and the character out of the box and all the little pieces that come with. Now this is going to be a cute, oh, her hair fell off there. And actually you have just her nice articulation in her body and shape. And if you haven't seen any of my other videos, please look at the other unboxings. This one is actually sped up because it's a quite long video. And Lagoona comes with all these little pieces here, but we're going to go ahead and get this set and get the instructions. There's Lagoona, there's all the other dolls, and that's how you put her together. So let's get started with the first layer here. I'm looking for the pieces of the bag, and these bags are not labeled at all, so I don't know where the pieces are. I'm just going to go ahead and just start with the first bag that I find. And I found the base plate here. That's on page 1. And let's go ahead and find the other parts. It was very hard to locate all of the pieces, so I actually had to go and open up multiple bags just to kind of get all the pieces that we needed here. As you can see, I probably will have to color coordinate all the pieces there so I can actually get through this build. But there is more bags that I'm opening up here. I'm noticing that they're not labeled, so I have to kind of pull everything away. And like I said, pull the pieces out. So this is an attachable door hinge, and we are actually opening up more bags. And if you guys ever were to find this set, you guys would know the complexities. I mean, I really went through this door hinge. This door hinge is very hard to get through, but I think I figured it out. And we actually were going to go ahead and put the hinge down, and as you can see how the mechanics of the door, in one part is going to be an adjustable piece. Alright, so I'm looking for the other pieces, and we found them here, and let's go ahead and get them labeled and push down. And this is a turner, so I'm going to figure out where I put that one. Alright, there we go. And we're going to put more pieces down. And as you can see, if you don't have the top to the bottom, it actually kind of gets a little annoying after a while. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in more of the pieces here. And I'm just locating all the things that I need. And this is probably why my video was super long. And I had to kind of speed it up to kind of, and I made an adjustment there. Because there were a lot of adjustments that needed to be made. Because the instructions were not clear what part, what you're looking for, color of the part, because everything in the book kind of looked dark to me. But as you can see, these little parts here have like little I'm not sure, they're painted in a certain way, so they weren't too clear if they were black or if they were purple. And there is actually a maroon color looking block. I don't know, it was super weird. But anywho, we went through the pieces here, and that's where it kept coming off, that little one hinge. But we still kept going with this build, and actually we got it pretty. Oh, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna build out more of the wall. But we had some like really nice and cute little figurines, but they were part of the door or part of the wall. And this set had a lot of intricate designs. As you can see here, I am actually trying to put in like a cobweb, but these two pieces were not kind of fitting together. And then I realized that, hey, that something was really off with them because they kept coming off. So I was really trying to figure it out in the book. Like I said, the book was not, it was definitely not, it pictures could not give this set justice. You needed some intricate designs. And this is like a part of the tower there. And as I kept going, I kept, I just was like, oh, just keep going, just keep going. You'll figure it out and it will make sense. So after a while, I just kept figuring out my pieces, pulling out the pieces that I needed for each section. And this is like a hinge or some sort of a hinge or hook. So I grabbed all the pieces and I just kept building. Now the back wall of this set, yeah, I was thinking too much, and I actually had to take something down to kind of figure it out because I actually did not build high enough, so I had to find more pieces there. But as I kept going and kept going, it was starting to come together a little bit better. And then I figured out there is the second hinge there. And that kind of, after I put that second hinge, the top hinge, this set did not come off. At least I don't think at this point. So we have some windows, and then we have a it looks like a cabinet or a bookcase, and then I slide up this back window over here. Oh, there it came off again. So yeah, it was pretty daunting. Okay, so this was one of the other uh web, and then there's a sort of a book holder. I'm not sure exactly what this was all about, but if I kept building, we can see that there's the top. So this is like a little entryway or some sort of ghost web, spider web way. I'm not sure. As you can see with Monster High, you kind of get a gist of, yeah, hey, this set kind of has like intricate designs. And this is like a candelabra. Um, but yeah, so this is kind of like biology class in the basement. I'm assuming it's a basement because um, there are um, some flask and some drip or goos. I don't know. As you can see, it's gonna get a little bit more interesting. So I'm continuing to build the back wall here, and this is really really unique in this design. So I turned over the set in the back, and you can actually see how it looks from the back angle. So as you kept building, and I kind of went out of frame, this is the actual top here. Now these blocks, because it's monster constructing, it's not similar to Lego. They're similar to Legos, but they're not exactly Legos. They have some pieces that were very hard to fit, and I knew they were the right piece, but they were very hard, so I had to actually pry them on some pieces. But yeah, so next thing we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna be building, I believe this is gonna be the chair of Lagoona. If I'm not, no, this is actually gonna be the top right. It's gonna be like a little top to the roof here, and if we kept going, we'll be able to see some more little pieces, and it's gonna be another part of the roof. Now with these sets, they stay true to the design of this set. And all these sets here, they actually have if you buy enough sets, you can actually link them together. They either link on top of each other or next to each other somehow. And that's what I like about Monster Construct, because every set is a smaller piece to a bigger and larger set. And so all the sets are actually linked together. So as you can see, I'm actually building a ledge, and this is going to be like a little book ledge, or some sort of yeah, some sort of a ledge there. So that's a little book there, and that's a ledge with a little I guess a dichotomy jar. So we're on to the next piece, on to the next piece. And I'm thinking that I'm starting to build the chair, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, I am. So this is the actual back of the chair, and this is a turning mechanism. And it took me a while to figure this out because, like I said, it didn't have a lot of direction when it came to this chair. And I actually had to take a lot of pieces off, as you can see there. And I'm using the Lego Builder plague remover. And I'm pulling these pieces off camera because I knew that they were wrong. But okay, so that is the chair, and that's the back of the chair. As you can see here, it is actually, yeah, it's being designed in a certain way. And then there is the side of the chair, so her desk area, and it's rotating, so it's a rotating chair. So I guess she can kind of maneuver herself around to the front of the class and to the back of the class. Alright, so now we're getting into another troublesome part of this design, and it was the bulletin board, and then they had like a turn mechanism for some sort of oozing station. I'm not sure exactly, but this was very difficult to figure it out, and I have no clue on how I was able to work it. But I finally figured it out after a lot of patience with this. So I turned the parts underneath, and they weren't directly fitting on this block here. How the directions were pointing or trying to help me connect, so I had to actually take this apart a couple of times, and this is actually not the finished product here because I'm going to have to take it apart again. So as you can see, it was very, very flimsy in the connection. So there we go. We're building up the base, and I'm figuring that, hey, I don't have it high enough, or I have it backwards. Something to that effect. Okay, that is the back of the board. And then I realized that I need to put on more of the black pieces after I pull the next section, and I'm like, hey, I still have a piece missing. And I figured it out, and there I'm going to go connect it a little bit higher. And I got stumped a little bit, and then there is the other pieces. So this is a part of the oozing station, and it was super weird to try to put on together. But we figured it out and got it working. And it still kind of looks a little weird even after I got it to work. But yeah, that's the oozing station. And then I had to kind of revert back to the book because something's missing. Yeah, as you can see, it's supposed to like wrap around some sort of a way, but it's not kind of like looking. It looks a little funky to me. I don't know. It still looks funky in the final product. But anywho, so that's the flask and that's the oozing station. So that's and then when I tried to actually put it on the turnstile, it worked, and then it didn't work, and then I had to take it apart and I had to fix the issues. Okay, so this is going to be the second part, the little turning area, and it's some sort of um a diagram or a diameter. I'm not sure exactly. That's the ledge in the back. Yeah, and then I figured out that this is supposed to turn, but it's not supposed to turn freely. And I figured out what the problem was. I still got to build up more. And then I realized that, hey, this is not supposed to turn like this. Then I realized that, hey, I think I have it on wrong. So I take it off. And I build and I build and I build some more. And these parts are really, really cute. And I think I kind of got it figured out on how it's supposed to turn. As you can see, the oozing station, that little tube there, does not supposed to look like that. And then I just break it all apart one more time. And I'm supposed to build up this section a little bit more. And I figured out that there is a landing, a second level of this set here. And it's, yeah. And then I realized towards the end what the second level is supposed to be. But we're going to go ahead and build some more decoration on the podiums there. And we're going to go ahead and get those on. And those were the very tricky to put on because they were falling off. But yeah, I got them on eventually. So now we're going to go ahead and put on more of the oozing station. And I think I tested out. Oh, we're actually going to be moving on to the candelabras. And this actually gets put on the outside of the window because you have to be able to move through. And that's what the little computer, which just sits on top of the desk there. And this is going to be the second level. And this is where Lagoona is going to be storing all of her books in her locker. So it took a while for me to figure out how to put this on, but I did. Then I realized I was missing a piece, and it was somewhere else in the set, and I was like, I am done. I'm just going to figure it out. I'll put another piece there because I have an extra piece, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that there and move on. So here's her locker, and there you have the skeleton with the bow, the Monster High emblem there, and it actually would fit super cute there. And then I figured out that, hey, I had this backwards, and there you go. I was super happy I kind of got that figured out. Yep. And there's the second level. How she gets up to the second level, I have no idea. There's Lagoona, and then she comes with her bracelet and her cell phone, and she is ready to tackle the day in biology class. As you can see, a little play here, and we are actually done with this set. It was super confusing, but worth it. And you can actually pull down the second level, and you can actually move over the hinge, the second hinge over there, and she can come into her locker and have no problem with getting all her books out of her locker, putting everything in, and there she is in her purse. She's going to go ahead and walk home from class. There she goes. Bye, Lagoona. Okay, so as you can see, this little set here, she is very articulate, so she actually can sit in her chair, and she's not sturdy at all, so you have to kind of remember to keep her in. But as you can see, she's super cute. If you bend her legs, you can actually sit there for a long period of time. and we're actually going to go ahead and get her ready to go home. So this locker area is actually a very easy area to maneuver, and she can actually take things and hold it in her. I'm trying to kind of fit the flask here and it's not working. I'll remove her cell phone and put the flask there. But as you can see, this plate is very unique, and that's it. Bye! Don't forget to click on the video. Thumbs up if you like our channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Giveaways are coming soon. Sopinktoys. See you later.